Hey, Tim here, coach and co-founder of the Extraordinary Life Revolution with my gorgeous partner, Ness. And today, in this video, I'm going to share with you how to get more motivated. Now, isn't this the golden question? Wouldn't we all like different motivations at different times in our life? And let me ask, where do you need more motivation in your life? What are you thinking at the moment in terms of your motivational levels? Is it maybe within yourself, you just don't have this general motivation that you'd like? Or is it maybe in your business, career or job that the motivation sort of is quite low there? Maybe it's in your relationships with your spouse or partner or those nearest and dearest to you that there's just not much motivation within them and therefore it's not much motivation within you. Maybe it's financially, you don't have much motivation to make any more dollars, or whatever it is for you. Motivation plays a huge key in the success in our life and the achievement that we feel over time and more that fulfillment. There's been plenty of times in my life where I just haven't felt motivated, and I've been thinking about, what does it actually take to create higher levels of sustained motivation? Because we can all wake up and have a day where we're just feeling really motivated and we don't really know why, and we get a lot done and we have a great day. And then other days come along and we just feel really, really unmotivated. We don't know why, and we think it's just the way it has to be, that motivation comes and goes, and when I'm motivated I get lots of things done, and I'm a certain person, and when I'm not so great. But I'm here to give you 3 ways on how you can be more motivated, what I've found that has really served me moving forward. And I remember back to my personal training days, not a day would go by that I wouldn't have a client come in and say, "Oh Tim, I'm just not that motivated." And I'll start to dig a little bit deeper and sort of find some patterns and find what's going on, and then I'll test that against myself when I'm not motivated. So I want to share that with you today. Hopefully it serves you, inspires you, and motivates you to become more motivated, because I'll get to the final point shortly. But the first one, and the easiest point to sort of discuss in and around motivation that I found to be the simplest way to gain more motivation, is simply to bring it into your life. Bring more motivation into your life through an external source, because there's 2 types of motivation: external or extrinsic, and also internal and intrinsic. And I'll give you a couple of examples of both. But external motivation is very easy to get. You can listen to something, you can read something, you can watch something that motivates you, and that's going to give you the external motivation you desire for the short term. Now, here's a problem with extrinsic motivation: it doesn't last. It's not sustaining. And if you want long sustaining motivation to live a grander life, to live a better life, to unlock your potential and live an extraordinary life, then you need to find ways to really manufacture and bring in more internal motivation. And I'll get to that shortly. But what are ways that you can bring some external motivation into your life? Take an example. This Facebook Live I'm doing right now, I wasn't super motivated to get on here and talk about motivation. I'd had a pretty long day. I'd been behind the computer for most of the day doing some work, and I didn't really feel like coming out here. But it's a beautiful day here. Look at this beautiful lake. You might be able to hear the ducks and the birds and everything. Little lake here. But then I started using these 3 sort of hacks or tips that I'm showing you. And the first one is I brought motivation into my life, and that was easy. That was just through some music. My iPhone here that I'm doing this video on, I just put on a playlist and started listening to some motivational music, which, guess what, automatically brought that external motivation into my life, and I was already motivated. Now, that's the first one. So some great resources. If you want to, the Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard's a great book to get more motivated. It's named that. It digs deep into motivation. What are our drivers, us as humans, to motivate us? And some other, jump online, jump on YouTube, and something that I love personally is Arnold Schwarzenegger's 6 success rules. That's a great motivational piece. Also, I grew up with the Rocky movies. Every time I wanted a bit more extra motivation, I'd just put a Rocky movie on, and that motivated the heck out of me. But it's endless to bring that motivation into our life. Listen to some great music, read a great book, watch a motivational movie, or watch something on YouTube that brings that motivation into your life. And that's the first step in creating easy motivation. Very quickly, anybody can do it. Let's move on to the second one, which is more intrinsic motivation. That internal motivation is about compelling reasons. Now, I know if you're watching, you know this, but we all need something deep within us that burns for us to get out of bed and to be motivated about our day. And it's not every single day that we're going to feel motivated. But when we can remind ourselves of our compelling reasons, let me repeat that, compelling reasons, because BS reasons that don't move you in your life aren't going to get you motivated. But compelling reasons, which really means something to you as an individual, that's going to get you motivated. It's pretty simple. You know, for me, I'll take you back to not being motivated to be on this Facebook Live right now. I've found some compelling reasons. I listened to some music and I thought, you know, what is it? What can I give to people? Hopefully I can motivate somebody, inspire somebody, just share this message. And that was a big enough compelling reason for me to go, you know what? Let's get out of yourself and, you know, I couldn't be bothered attitude. Oh, I just want to go home and relax, to, hey, few minutes on here, if that helps somebody in some way, shape or form, then hey, I've done my job, and that's a compelling reason for me. So the second step on how to find more motivation in your life is to find more compelling reasons. If you want to change your body or your health, find compelling reasons. If you want to change your career, your job, your business, your finances, find more compelling reasons. You want to change your relationships, find more compelling reasons. That is the second step to creating higher levels of motivation. And the third one, I mentioned it at the top, it's about choice. I didn't mention it, but I said I would allude to it later. And it's the big one, it's choice. Again, we know that common sense isn't always common practice, and choice about being motivated. The choice to wake up out of bed every single day and go, you know what, even if I'm not feeling amazing, I'm going to find somewhere inside me that motivation, because we've all got it. You know, think about something in your life right now that, you know, can get you pretty motivated. You know, maybe you've got some really great friends and family that just motivate the heck out of you. Maybe you are practicing the number one tip, which is bringing motivation into your life, and you're watching lots of motivational things, or you're listening to motivational things, or you're reading something motivational, which helps you get more motivation in your life. Wherever you need more motivation, it's at your fingertips. So never, ever forget that you've got the power of choice, just like I do. We have that choice every single day, the decision to, you know what, I'm going to be a motivated individual. I'm going to have some dreams, some aspirations, some inspiration, some visions, some goals, and I'm going to move towards it. I'm going to do everything that I can today, take another step, do my best to move in the direction of what I want, of the life that I design by my own design, not by default, by somebody else, or just a life that I've sort of fallen into, but to take note of that choice of a motivating life, because I know that you can have that if you're being honest with yourself. So never forget that we have the power of choice, the choice to be more motivated. So, you know, thanks to those who have jumped on live here. Lou, I see you're on. Thanks for support, and everybody else who's been in and out, and I appreciate that. And if you want to find out more about what I'm up to and what me and Ness are doing, head over to timandness.com.au/join revolution. That's all about creating an extraordinary life, unlocking your fullest potential, because that's what we believe in helping others with. And you know what, we're really happy and grateful. I'm grateful just to be here right now on this Facebook Live. How cool is technology, by the way, that we can just go click, click, and we're broadcasting around the world, wherever you're watching in the world. You know, thanks for jumping on. And just that gratitude piece, I'll leave you with that. Head over to timandness.com.au/join revolution. Check out all the tips, tools, trainings and strategies that we get to send you on creating an extraordinary life, unlocking your highest potential. And hey, if you want a hand one-to-one on finding more motivation in your life, maybe things aren't really going the way that you've planned and you'd like a bit of a recalculation, I was going to say, maybe a recalibration, then just PM me. I'm always here to help. And thanks for joining me today. If you're watching on the replay, hope this has served you, hope this has inspired you, and I hope this has motivated you. Bye for now.